The reason we are here is that everything is not fine at the FDA, and it has not been fine for 20 years. It's funny, I didn't write those words. I'm quoting Senator Dan Coates of Indiana, who said those words on the Senate floor more than 10 years ago now. Senator Coates went on, "It is not fine because there clearly have been delays that have resulted in impaired health and safety of Americans."
In order to avoid the risk of being criticized for a wrong decision, they keep asking for more and more testing, thereby keeping important new therapies from reaching the patients who desperately need them. And that's what they did with Provenge. Provenge is a vaccine that stimulates the immune system to better fight prostate cancer. It helps the body fight the illness.
Why did the FDA overturn its own experts panel's recommendation for Provenge's approval when their own panel of experts voted 17-0 Provenge was safe and 13-4 that Provenge works?
The FDA has called for further testing, which will delay the approval of Provenge for at least 2 years. Many prostate cancer patients will die before the approval is granted.
I was accepted into the Provenge trial in November of 2005. Provenge slowed my cancer. Just last week, I went to Grandparents' Day. Do you know what it means to have your granddaughters back to you in a daycare? And you say, "Is that Papa's girl?" And she turns around and smiles at you with those big, beautiful hazel eyes. Do you know what it means when someone asks your grandson who loves you and he says, "Papa, Bruce"? Or your other grandson says, "I love you, Papa"? That's what Provenge has given to me. Why should 30,000 men who will die in 2007 not have the same opportunity? If the concern for more studies to determine side effects, who cares? Every treatment I've had, I've suffered from side effects. If I am terminal, it should be my option to endure any side effects. From my perspective, it's been well worth it. So here's my plea. FDA, Congress, please, please allow us to use experimental treatments. If you do, I may be able to get a booster. I may be able to hear my granddaughter say, "I love you, Papa." Remember, it's the aspect in which my life is measured. And it's measured by me and not you. We have hope. We have faith. We need help.
We will not go quietly into that good night because we know that a right delayed is a right denied. We know that to wait any longer and delay any further means more lives wasted, more families torn apart, more suffering, and we will not accept that. How many American men will die in vain waiting for Provenge to be approved? More than 10,000 have already died without access to it. Who will stand up for these men, for Bruce Towers and Ray Matishan? Who will stand up for their wives, their children, their grandchildren, their family and friends? I say to you, I will stand up for them. Will you stand with me?